I, a billionaire worth over 10 billion, made a mistake the moment I returned home. That mistake was falling for my cousin's fiancé. At my private pool, I saw her up close for the first time. She stepped out of the water like a lotus rising from the lake. Yet she looked at me with nothing but wariness and distance. I told the butler to prepare breakfast for two, but he had the nerve to say this was my private pool and tried to drive her away. I instantly lost my temper. I told him to remember who is the master and who is the servant. Who gave him the right to speak to her that way? I would never allow anyone to disrespect her, but the way she looked at me was still full of doubt and suspicion. She asked if I was nearsighted and whether I usually wore glasses. In that moment, I understood. She had mistaken me for the man who saved her 3 years ago, my cousin. She didn't know that the person who saved her that night was actually me, and she didn't know that just to see her every day, I bought the entire building across from her studio. When she stood by the window and saw her studio right there, her face was filled with shock and panic. She looked like a startled little deer, adorable and painfully soft in my eyes. She even prepared a pair of meteorstone cufflinks for me as a gift, saying they represented luck and health. Looking into her sincere eyes, I almost couldn't keep up my cold facade. Not long after, we attended my grandfather's birthday banquet. Some family members started criticizing her background right in front of her, and my cousin sat with his childhood sweetheart the entire time, as if she were the real fiancé. He didn't even look at her once. Just then, the servant brought out the ginger tea I had asked him to prepare. In an instant, everyone's eyes fell on me. My cousin's face turned completely dark. I only gave them a calm glance. Then my cousin's childhood sweetheart performed a birthday dance, earning applause from the whole room. Someone deliberately made things hard for my cousin's fiancé and asked what she had prepared. I saw her feeling nervous and uneasy, yet she still mustered the courage to take out a bottle of wine her grandmother had sent from their hometown. She said it wasn't expensive, but it carried her heartfelt wishes. Grandpa was genuinely pleased. I asked her to pour me a cup as well. Watching her blush slightly as she poured my drink, a wave rippled through my heart. But just then, something unexpected happened.